And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton, postseason baseball, Singy. It's always great to see and be a part of.
Oh, Boog, you just never know what's in store when it comes to postseason baseball. You do know you're going to see some amazing pitching, players coming out of the bullpen throwing 100, some incredible defensive plays, some big knocks, and maybe a mistake or two that'll live on forever. All I do know is I'm pumped up for this one.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and towing the slab, number 31.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
And now the veteran third baseman, George Springer. Outside, and we're underway here in Game 4. That one ripped, but foul. And that misses. Outside. And it's 2-1. And there's the strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now one away.
Batting second,
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. And the first offering is not close. And the sweeper is in for a strike. One out, base is empty. Right side, hard hit. And he handles it himself for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the box with 2 gone. 0-1. And takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Two out, space is empty. On the ground. Handles, throws to first, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Back in the Bronx, and today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What do you look for here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
We go to the bottom of the first.
Leading off
and stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham.
Trent Grisham.
Fastball for a strike. Out there to center, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. You
right
can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
That one off the mark, and the count is 1-1. Just missed.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Judge waits. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Bellinger up to hit. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Rip towards third, goes to second for 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. No score. Game 4 of the division series.
The catcher.
And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And a big swing and a miss.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Outside low, And it's 1-2. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. And a swing and a miss. One out in the second. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now Ernie Clement fought off foul. One out and a runner at second here in game 4 of this ALDS. Now a check on him at second, back safely. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Anthony Santander at the plate.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Way inside. Varsho on at second with 2 down. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Anthony Santander knocks one out. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 2-0.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Two outs, nobody on. So up next for Toronto, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Leaps at the wall, and he's got it. The Jays get a pair on this homer, and it's 2-zip. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, leading off Ben Rice.
Ben Rice.
Bieber back to work. And that one fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, off to a good start. He's got to get the baseball, work quickly, and move the ball around. And that time, perfect pitch at the knees on the outside corner.
On the ground to first. Guerrero steps on the bag. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Henderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. One down, bases empty. And a foul ball.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year. Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses there, and now it's even 1-1. Outside with a breaking ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
This one smoked out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So the Yanks go in order. They trail things here 2-0. Back now in the Bronx. Here's Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
First pitch just misses. In the air, left side. And there's one away.
The third baseman, number 4, George Springer.
Here's George Springer.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And here it comes. Caught him looking for the K.
Now batting, left fielder.
2 down, bases empty. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Out to short. Volpe sends it across to first, and that is the inning. Blue Jays go down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Set for the bottom of the third. There's Ryan McMahon now.
Third baseman, Ryan
McMahon measures 6 feet 2 inches, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2013.
1-0. No, that missed. That's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is fouled back.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
That one ripped. That's back there. Into the second deck and gone. Hits that ball goodbye. A monster shot to right. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. Way outside, and it's 2-0. Bieber maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
In the air, center field. Varsho has a beat on it. Makes the grab, one down. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Austin Wells, the next to hit, takes outside.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
And it is 2-1. And he grounds one to the right side. Connor Falefa. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. And that one in the air, center field. Varsho should have this one. He's got it, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Start of the fourth, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. They'll say this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. There's the strike.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Chop to third. McMahon. And Guerrero is set down. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. That one not close. And that's ball one.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
And no one can get there. Now he turns and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
One out, runner at second. Next to hit, Dalton Varsho. A double and a run scored his first time up. Throw to second, save. Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. There's a strike.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Swing and a broken bat roller towards third, and foul ball.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit, and an excellent job keeping it right there. One out and a runner at second here in game 4 of this ALDS. Ground ball left side. Fires to first in time.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Fly to left his first time. Misses
outside,
off the plate. Ball one. And that drops in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Out to short, Volpe. Whips it across. Third out, and that ends the frame. Blue Jays held in check, but they still lead it 2-1. Back in the Bronx, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with
right
you.
fielder,
And leading
Aaron
off the bottom of the fourth, Aaron Judge. That clips the corner. Missed with a changeup, and the count even 1-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Connor Falefa throws to first in time. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
The designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He sends it out of here, and it ties it up. It's 2-2. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. And the pitch is outside, ball one. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Off balance feed, there's one. Relay to Guerrero, in time, inning ending double play. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Game 4 of the division series.
The right fielder,
and now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. Swing and a ground ball. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Isaiah
Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. He flied out to the warning track in his first trip. Kiner-Falefa started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. Ruled a swing. Pitch misses there. 1-1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 2. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
So 2 down now, and here is Andres Jimenez. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Swings and misses. And a count 1-1.
1-1.
Just missed.
That's a really good take right there.
2-1.
Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Line drive, base hit right field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And the batter is George Springer. Up the middle. Jazz tosses to first, and that is that. 1 left for Toronto. Score remains 2-2. ready to go for the
Leading
last
off
half of
for
the
the
inning.
Yankees,
And stepping in
the
for the
second
Yankees,
baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
Bieber back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Yankees just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They haven't run a single count full in this ball game, and that's just wild to me. That stat alone shows they're making it way too easy to get them out.
Ball.
Inside, just missed. That one misses. Ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Three, 2 on the way. It's a leadoff walk.
Take your base.
And that's the go-ahead run.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Ryan
McMahon steps to the plate.
McMahon.
He's already homered here in this one. In there at the knees, 0-1. In the air to left center. Varsho sizes this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 11, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe digs in now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Fired to second.
The catcher,
well, I really like this right here. He knocked the ball down on that dive and then was able to pick it up, get it to second base, cut that lead runner off, and that's keeping a guy out of scoring position.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Grounded out his first time up. Smash to the left side. They take the force out. That's the inning. The Yanks leave one. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back in New York. And now Davis Schneider.
Davis Schneider.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Will Warren.
Number 98, Will Warren.
And that one wrapped foul.
Well, these Jays being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
On the ground, right side, Rice takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now has grounded out a couple of times.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
On the ground, out to short. Jump throw. Boots it.
Save.
The batter, the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Go-ahead run on base. Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Pickoff throw. Guerrero back in standing. A little bit low.
No, that's low.
1-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next offering is downstairs.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. And that's in there for strike 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in Game 4 of this ALDS. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. And they tack on 3. It's 5-2. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
1 down. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 2 gone now.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer it that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Warren, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2021. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a sweeper misses for a ball. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
The batter, number 7.
Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. He saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now two aboard to third. Tag, got him. That's out number 3.
Sometimes managers want their players to be aggressive. A little questionable, though, trying to go first to third on that knock. But you got to give credit to the defense. They made a perfect throw to get him at third.
And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. First pitch, and he just misses. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Falling behind 2-1. Next offering is fouled back.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Love how he became
Now
a really
batting,
tough
the
out with
right
2
fielder,
strikes right
Aaron
there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not
Judge.
much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here comes Aaron Judge. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Edge of the zone for a strike. And 1-1.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Jimenez over to Connor Falefa. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered in this game. Up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. That's the third out. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Yankees 2. Back for more from the Bronx. And now the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. That one missed.
That's a ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-1. Laser could be trouble, and that's going to get into the corner. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next for Toronto, George Springer. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Late here in game 4. Warren checks the runner, and he's back safely. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Man at second. In the dirt, blocked. On the ground, Volpe. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Good stretch there to make the play. It
Now
looks like someone added a little yoga
Davis
to their daily routine, if you
Schneider.
ask me.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Next one misses, and now 2-0. One away with a runner at third here in the top half of inning number 7. Check on the runner, and he dives back in safely. And a foul ball. Foul ball there. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Now batting.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
It's 0-1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Line drive, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Alejandro Kirk.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
The center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. He's been a difference maker in this one with what he did back in the 6th.
No doubt, Boog, a huge 3-run homer, and it's one of the key moments in this game.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Guerrero, the lead runner at second. Kirk on at first with 2 down. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him looking. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Now a 6-2 ball game. Set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice. The Yankees. Looking to rally. That's in there. Strike one. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Number 68 up and throwing. Rodriguez. The right-hander also getting loose. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout.
Stanton.
And he will make a move to the pen. That's it for Shane Bieber. Not his best performance, but he leaves with the lead. And we'll get a new arm into the game after this.
Now pitching for
Out of the
Toronto.
bullpen for the Jays, number 68.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Here's the 0-1. That one ripped right center field. Varsho raging back towards the wall. Cut off, throw to second, but he's in there easily.
Back-to-back base hits. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. That's towards center. Varsho sizing this one up. Makes the catch. Both runners tagging from second and third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. But 1 run is in to score.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Squeezes it, and that ends the inning. But they push across 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors and nobody left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Yankees 3. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now the DH, Ernie Clement. Warren back to work. Foul ball. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Santander stands in now and watches strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in game 4 of this ALDS. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
One down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, the next to hit, 1 for 3. In the air, left field, down the line. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Next to hit, Andres Jimenez. In there for strike 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
He goes down looking. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Yankees 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Brendan Little.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 54, Brendan Little.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees.
The shortstop, Anthony.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jeff Hoffman, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Nance also throwing. And the lefty with the 0-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's gone. He'll touch them all. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-5. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Holding on to a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 6-6. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Brendan Little won't go any further tonight, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. New pitcher now for the Jays, Tommy Nance.
They know that he can
Number
get
45.
a right-hander out, but he's in
Tommy
position to face a couple of
Nance.
lefties this inning.
Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. That's in there. Strike one. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He really stung that
Now
pitch and
batting,
drove
the
it deep,
designated
but
hitter,
I'm
Cody
surprised he didn't end up on second base
Bellinger.
right there. I think he probably should have. But you know what? We'll give credit to the defense for holding him to a long single.
No outs. Runner at first. Here's Cody Bellinger, known for his late inning heroics. Right down the chute. 0-1.
No balls. One strike.
Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Line drive, base hit. They get the force for out number one.
The first baseman,
Well, it's one of
number
those plays that
22.
happens sometimes, but it never really should. Seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
And up next for New York, Ben Rice. That smash towards center. And there are two outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself
Now
it's
batting,
about the
left
process.
fielder,
He did
Giancarlo
everything right there. Nothing to show for it.
Stanton.
But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Here's Stanton now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ripped into center, base hit. And now first and second with two outs. They get the force. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And we're all even now at 6 apiece. back here in New York. We go to the ninth. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer.
Now pitching
Change
Yankees,
here, David Bednar.
number 53, David Bednar.
Headed towards the corner. Judge really on his horse for this one. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 4 with 3 groundouts and a strikeout. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here comes the throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Really important at-bat coming up now.
So a change being made out at second, and on to run for the Blue Jays, Miles Strong. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And a swing and a miss there.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Comebacker to the mound, and it finds its way through for a hit. Runner from third in to score, and it's an RBI single, and they've taken the lead here in Game 4.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And here is Dalton Varsho. Swings through that one. Bednar, 30 years old now, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Out number 3. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 7-6 ball game. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Now pitching for
And we
the
all
Blue
know
Jays,
about his slider. It's just filthy,
number
man.
23.
And one of the better ones in the game,
Yeah.
I'd say. Spin rate's
Hoffman.
very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well,
Leading
one-run
up
game,
for the
and
Yankees,
stepping in for the
second
Yankees,
baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
One-run game, bottom 9. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. And this place is rocking. His second homer this series, and we are tied. It's 7-7, and their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball.
Singy, that got out of here in a hurry. About as hard as you could hit a baseball, and Statcast had it at 120 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, I'm just shaking my head. I mean, that's one of the best exit velocity results we're ever going to see. And only a few people, Boog, in the entire sport are even capable of hitting a baseball close to that.
And here is Ryan McMahon. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in late here in game 4. That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. As they hold the winning run at second base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Santander drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
The catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Liner, and this could be trouble. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Yankees walk it off to win the series. And they're on to the ALCS.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.
For Chris Singleton and our MLB The Show crew, I'm John Chomby. This has been the American League Division Series.